Use your skills in the gaming. 1xBet.
Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet.
Respect.
From 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect.
Hello, son.
Hi, Mom.
Pretty girl.
This is Eva.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much. Your dad's just making his favorite dinner. It's duck. Come on inside. They're all probably too gruesome to tell you while you're eating at the table. How's your food? Is everything okay? Good, good. You seem to know each other.
Yeah. This is the new ambassador for 1xBet.
Oh, I see.
Everyone felt good when Eva Elfie became the new ambassador of 1xBet.
The final day is upon us here at the Regional Dota 2 series here with Harry and Otomo, and we are going to be taking you through our best of 3 grand final of the Southeast Asia number 4. Otomo, I would have hoped that this match would matter when it comes to who's going to the LAN, but it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is money, and I guess that's the only thing that matters in the world anyways.
True. I mean, the money it's a lot of money, to be fair. It's 10,000 USD extra for the winner. First place, you take 25. Second place, you take 15. Both very good. But in terms of the points, we already have our 2 confirmed teams from the LAN to Southeast Asia. There's no more Southeast Asia online tournaments. So Team Tough is one of the teams going, and I believe Execration is the other one. So Outcast, they are playing just for money. And I guess you could say, experience, pride, and all that jazz.
Yeah, you are gonna be working because of the exposure, right? So let's get into the rosters of these 2 great teams that made it till the very end of Southeast Asia here at the Regional Dota 2 series in our 4th iteration of the tournament. 423, Bob, Seimei, Tsukimoto, and Se are gonna be your 5 people in this grand final, and one of the 8 teams that are going to be fighting in Belgrade for the grand prize of $200,000 in late October this year. Otomo, are you ready to meet these people? Are you ready to hug them and tell them how good they've made your year, considering that they've been so successful and so cool to watch, actually?
They have. I mean, firstly, they're playing with 2 new supports. Tsukimoto and So are very new to the roster, but they've come in, looked very comfortable. They are kind of a cocky team. They will tip and talk. They have all chatted, especially Bob many times. So they're a very exciting team. They're a very fun team. Certainly a team that doesn't take Dota too seriously. And I've enjoyed them. I'm really glad they're going to be one of our representatives.
Okay, so the way that you get good at Dota is you don't take it seriously, because these guys are at the top of Southeast Asia. Let's get into their opponents. Let's get into Outcast, who their points, if they would win, would actually be very, very close to overtaking Execration. Unfortunately for them, that is not the case. DB, Pota2, Rusman, Juju, and Verish have made it until the very end of this tournament, and looking pretty strong. I don't know how you feel about them. Do you think they've got a shot to beat one of the teams that are going to the LAN?
For sure, they've got a shot. And this team is interesting because DB does not play the ultra hard carry. He plays a bit of Pudge, Razor, where he joins the fights relatively early. CK. Rusman, on the other hand, tends to often play the more, I'm the late game. I'm the star of the show late game. We've seen him a lot with Windranger, where he has the highest farm on the team. So, not saying they can't do the other thing, but this team definitely feels like their identity is more on their offlaner than their carry late game.
Yep. So let's get into the draft. It's ready. We've got it. Best of 3 grand finals officially starting, Ottomo.
You said it's ready. I don't see anything being picked. That's not ready to me.
Dude, 6, 5, 4. That means you thought ready is that we had all of the 10 heroes?
Of course. That's how it should be. That's what's ready, you know. Okay, all right, imagine someone tells you lunch is ready, and then you show up and there's no food. And they give you, like, you know, a knife and some vegetables and chicken. They say, make it yourself. Is that the same? It's not the same.
So, Ottomo, if we were well, let's say high school friends and not colleagues, where you are the analyst who needs to think right now. Right now, when I said I think, I'd say don't do it any longer, Ottomo.
Don't think anymore.
since you are my analyst, I need your brain to be turned on, and one of the features that it should be processing is understanding what your caster means. Right, that is your job as well.
Of course. So what I just heard was a lot of nice words, but what I think you meant is shut up and talk about the draft. Yes?
Exactly, Ottomo. See, I told you, you can do it when you really try. And these two teams have really tried to get to the grand finals. They're here right now. Well deserved. Looked pretty awesome. Both of them beating their opponents in the semifinals. How do you reckon this is gonna go? Let's say if you would have to give your prediction right now. No, you see no heroes. You see nothing. How is the grand final ending? Who's winning?
2-1 Team Tough. If I had to pick, I think Team Tough, they are better. I mean, they've been better. You know, that's how they're in the top of this group and of this whole league. Outcast has looked strong, but there's a lot. But this, do you remember we talked about Wind Ranger for Rusman opening up with it? And that's not a bad thing, but shows that they are playing in a different style that may not always work. We'll see how it goes. We'll probably succeed in at least one of those games, though.
So there's gonna be a Wind Ranger for Outcast, and response is a Hoodwink. Bow and arrow versus a. I always forget what the weapon is called. Crossbow.
Yeah,
are you? Which one are you a bigger fan of?
I mean, I actually did some archery when I was younger, so I like it more. I know the archery takes a lot more training and strength because you have to pull it yourself, whereas the bow, you know, it's like.
Yeah, but dude, we're
easier.
Strong. I mean.
Yeah, of course. I mean, that's why I like it more. Crossbow, I think the crossbow is a woman's weapon. So I'm more of an archer kind of guy.
Okay. And I don't know. I always thought that any long-range weapon is a woman's weapon. I'd go with the battle axe, or great sword is a men's weapon. But sure, you do your bow and arrow. Be manly in the back lines. That's all fine.
Hey, it's very badly for me to have 2 sticks while a guy on a horse and a sword comes charging at me, and I'm like, oh, get him. But
Mars is gonna get banned out. That is, he's not on a horse, but that is a pretty manly guy. You don't want to be going up versus him as a Wind Ranger. It's so annoying. You buy a BKB, he stands at the edge of the arena. You go a little bit to the left, he goes to the right, and you cannot hit him. And then you're trying to do it, and it's just impossible. So it's a very annoying hero to play against.
It is. Team Tough, they pick up the Pango here instead. Are they? I think they might be one of the teams where they play Pango a little bit more with the Aura build. That's becoming more and more common. I think so. We'll see if Saemate goes for that. And one counter I've seen come out for the Wind Ranger has been the tiny carry. You know, you are, since the many arrows from the focus fire proc your innate ability.
Yep.
It means that you're just kind of, it's like, it's already reduced damage and gets reduced. You're basically doing like 20% of each hit. It's really not much.
You're insurmountable.
Indeed.
But I think that's what the innate is called, right?
I think insurmountable is the name of the facet, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, you're right. Craggy exterior. You're right. Yeah. My bad.
Oh, Spirit Breaker. All right. So when the patch came out, I was like, Spirit Breaker has been heavily nerfed. And I saw him.
I know.
Yeah. I said he's not bad. I'll tell. Oh, you know what the biggest difference has been in the nerf for him? Is that when you go and farm creeps in the creep camps, when you charge, you do a lot less damage. So you farm those slower. That's about the only really big difference. Because 1.5 seconds to charge to max is good. But that when I'm trying to charge creeps to kill them, it's not as good as before.
Then you just move away. You know, you move to the side to charge a little bit. You look at the
True.
creeps and find an angle to go through the camp, and you do it.
I know that's what you try to do, but it's still more brain work and still time wasted and things like that. Like it's still a nerf. You feel it. You feel it.
I know. I'm kidding, Artem. I'm kidding. Yeah, but I really okay. Imagine a game. You are you're playing. You have a Spirit Breaker on your team. You are not the Spirit Breaker, and you see him in the jungle charging creeps. So you know, not the biggest nerf. I'd say. I'd say if my Spirit Breaker is farming creeps in the woods, that's already pretty bad.
Hey, look, sometimes there's nothing to kill. What am I supposed to do? Alright. Outcast, they picked the gyrocopter here for... I feel like this might be a Varesh gyrocopter.
Yep, he plays it a lot.
Yeah. And for Team Tough, they take the battery. So that's kind of their support duo, right? The 4-bat or the 5-bat, really up to them, and the 4
You don't think we're gonna see a Bob Rider?
Could be a Bob Rider. I haven't seen it myself, but I haven't been on this tournament for a couple of days, so who knows if he's been...
No. He hasn't played it, but you know, one can hope.
Wow, they're pushing for Outcast to pick up a Pudge, by the way. I think Team Tough wants Pudge to come out from Outcast. Firstly, it's a common DB hero. Secondly, it gives Rusman time to come online in the Wind Ranger. And...
I think you just get the Primal Beast, right?
Primal Beast at this stage? Why not? I guess.
Pretty Primal Beast game. Basically, once you get the BKB, you're killing all of these guys. I'd be surprised if they don't pick it up.
Oh, they take the puck. Okay. I mean, you're up against a lot of mobility and stuff, so that root that comes out is very nice. I like it. I still think that Outcast might... And this synergizes with the Pudge a bit more also. Coil into hook. You break the hook every time.
Would they go for a Pudge here, considering that you really don't have anything to mow down towers, right?
Alright, if it's not a gyro carry and they don't split it up last second, I'm feeling like it is going to be the Pudge. The Pudge seems the best.
I get what you mean. I am still leaning more like Troll.
Troll.
Oh, that would be my go-to. I don't think we're gonna be seeing another Drow Ranger, even though I did guess that one right, and you were making fun of me.
I was not making fun of you. I expressed my disbelief at the fact that happened. Alright, now Drow against Bat Rider, Hoodwink, and Pango seems not great. There's always Ursa. If it's not Pudge, Ursa's always good. You can never go wrong with an Ursa. Hey,
those two are gonna get banned though, right? That kind of makes sense.
Ursa for sure. I don't know if they'll ban out the Pudge.
The troll.
Oh, the troll.
I'm thinking they ban out the troll.
We'll see.
What about, something that always comes to mind, like an alchemist?
I always love alchemist. I always love alchemist, and I think Gyro is good for him in the lane as well. Not as good as something like a Crystal Maiden, which is the premium alchemist partner, but Gyro's also really, really good.
Yep. Is there anything else that they would pick? Enigma ban out. Okay, so they're like, this could be a position 1 Wind Ranger. Yeah, not out of the question actually. This was a smart ban.
No, it's definitely possible that this Wind Ranger can go 1, and they pick something else for Rusman. But my general feeling that has been that Rusman likes the Wind Ranger 3.
He does.
So DB would. No, if it's in our hand, it's not a bad match. We'd rather give it to Rusman than the other way around. Makes
sense.
Who would they ban out here? What's another mid thing? It's gotta be a Bob hero. Wait. What else does Bob like? He does like his oh, they take the Bloodseeker. Okay.
Wasn't expecting that, not gonna lie, but it is a good Bloodseeker game. Bat Rider and the Pango. Kind of makes sense.
Right? I mean, Bloodseeker, it's... Alright, Team Tough, do you want to hear that can build a Shivas or a Vessel? What do you want? What will Bob go for? Dragon Knight's in the pool. Dragon Knight's pretty solid.
5 seconds
You think it's an offlane Pango? Yeah, I would assume so as well. Yeah, Dragon Knight is banned out though.
Oh, Dragon Knight's banned out? Okay, then that's completely irrelevant. He does play a bit of Zeus and a bit of Earth Spirit. I'm not sure I like either of them that much.
No,
Actually,
not
Zeus
really.
is okay.
You know, Bob is the kind of a crazy son of a gun who would pick up a Storm right now. Because other than the puck, it's actually a pretty good Storm game, not gonna lie.
I thought Storm was bad, actually. Yeah, Storm is always the best pick if you can get it. Well, it's Bob's most played hero. If he can get his hands on Storm, I think he's gonna pick the Storm. I remember I saw the Ember and the Void. I was like, I assumed Storm would also be banned out. They're taking their time here.
Imagine you pick a puck and you ban out the Storm. No, that's showing way too much respect. Bob would instantly already start all chatting, and we want that to be saved for the game, right? So don't stroke his ego that much from the start.
No, give him the Storm and let's see how it goes. Storm versus Puck, not so bad for the Puck, honestly. It'll be... Oh, they go for the Tiny.
We forgot about him. You mentioned him at the start. This is a core mid Tiny. It's actually a perfect game for him.
I thought they'd pick it as a carry because I've seen this match of the Tiny versus Wind Ranger many times. So I was like, oh, they picked, the TB Tiny went away from my guesses basically. But I like it. Okay. I like how insanely durable Team Tough is. Your supports are hard-ish to catch. Your cores are pretty hard to bring down. TB takes some time to get there, to be fair. So I like that. Outcast, they have good BKB piercing ability with the Spirit Breaker. Decent damage. It's all good, but they're fragile. And that's why Team Tough will take game 1.
Yeah, I think they're taking the game 1 as well. This is such a good Tiny pick. You cannot rotate the Spirit Breaker to kill him. Laning stage, you are stronger than a Puck in every way. He can harass you a bit, but Water Runes, ever since they were introduced, this matchup, I think it's no contest. For the Tiny, can stand his ground versus the Seeker, both Seeker and the Wind Ranger, who are your biggest damage dealers. They get a lot of hits in, which for a Tiny is actually fine because the Craggy exterior, it's looking so good for Team Tough. I love this last pick.
And then Terrorblade and Tiny are also fine. If they get Rupture, they stand still. Obviously, the Rupture target is the Pango, but a lot of times you Rupture the Pango, he just stands still and cancels his ulti. So, I can't help but feel like Team Tough came out a bit ahead here. As what we're looking for, it is going to be Crash Landing. I've seen some Tinies go for the other facets, but it's been rare to see Instrumental picked up. Yeah.
Yep, for sure. I thought that was the name of the innate ability. Yeah, my excitement about Insurmountable. Not well placed. But anyways, quick question about Outcast, since there is a pause and we're waiting for DB to get back into the game. So we both agree that we kind of like Team Tough's lineup more, that they're pretty durable, hard to kill. What do Outcast need to do? How do they need to approach this game in general to have a chance at victory? Which two heroes are going to be playing in the early mid game? Who needs to get which item? Like where does their lineup come together to actually beat Team Tough?
I mean, if they can go fast, you look at it. Spirit Breaker is very much a run at you hero. Gyro up to level 50, mid 15. You get the shard. You're ready to fight. Same thing with the Puck. Same thing with the Wind Ranger. DB, Maelstrom, BKB. Let's go. So I think Outcast can run at them really quick. Fast laning phase, win by 30 minutes. Later though, just gets too much. So it's not bad. Outcast, they don't have a 0% chance. I'm 100% behind Team Tough because I think it's so much easier. But if Outcast wins, it's not like, oh, what? It's very possible. It's just you're up against a better team and your lineup is harder to play.
Okay, seems that the DB has returned. Everybody wants to go. Everybody wants to start. Do you want to start, Ottomo? I didn't feel the excitement. Fake hype caster. What the hell is happening here?
It's always like that. Everything's fake hype. I am excited to see the arterial spray facet from Bloodseeker. Every time he hits someone, he punches them away when they're ruptured.
Yep. It's actually kind of cool. I've seen it work versus a Terrorblade. It's actually quite solid because
Yeah.
the pure damage versus him is very nice. But the game is ready. Production, take us in. We want to see what's gonna happen here because everybody is smoked. Same he has read it says Pota 2 smoked. As we are gonna be looking at the QR code here. Not the last time, but close to last in the Southeast Asia region. So guys, scan that QR code. Get the 1xBet app. It's very user-friendly, and you're going to be getting so much info, so many stats that you can utilize for your bets as we do get ourselves here into the game. And very aggressive positioning coming out from Tough.
All right.
30 seconds to battle.
Okay, there we go. So I was hearing you double. Interesting move by Team Tough. Did you see what they did? Sir, he's actually going into the range of the tower because he wants to make sure if there's any wards around. So that's very smart. And Varesh, he's already scouted out that there's like, Sir's only doing this to know if there's wards, if he takes any hits. It's kind of smart how both teams are playing around that.
Yep. Some geniuses. There is going to be a banner drop, but no, the Roshan's banner. Rosh, at the moment, still too strong for any of the teams. They're all hitting the gym. Then they're going to be challenging the big man, who is already traveling. Right, so it is quite nice. He's going to be in his day house.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
let's
day
go
house.
with summer.
Summer home, right? I mean, that's how it is. Night and winter are kind of, together. Whereas you think of summer and daytime as the same thing.
Yeah,
Alright,
especially
so-
if we ask T-Panda and Kips who are in Finland, I think there's parts of Finland that are like dark for 2-3 months at a time.
Oof. Feel bad for them. So taking a few hits, but he does get the D ward off, so well worth his time. He takes the Stoke facet. I'm seeing sometimes people take the Arsonist, which is where you do damage to buildings, even as a support. It does melt towers.
Yep, it's pretty good. It's actually pretty good. We don't even notice it when you spam that sticky napalm.
Yep.
But actually, whenever I've seen a Batrider go for that facet, the towers have fallen quite quickly. But let's focus on the laning stage here. We're looking at the bottom lane, or the safe lane of the Terrorblade. Is he gonna do well? I mean, with the Batrider getting these flame breaks off, I guess there's gonna be no contest for 4-3.
That's how I feel. I kind of feel like that as well. I do favor Team Tough, but that lane can definitely go either way, right? The thing is, getting kills against a charge or a wind run is very tough. On the other side, though, they should be outputting more harass on the Radiant, so they're not going to be threatened themselves. So I'm favoring Team Tough bottom.
Okay, what about Tiny versus the Puck? Okay, we are...
Tiny.
Yeah.
Come on. Sorry?
Tiny? Really? I thought you were going to say that. Just kidding, Ultimo, just kidding. How much? Is Bob going to destroy this lane?
Destroy probably not, but come out very solidly ahead. Like, I don't think he's going to be tripling CS, but, like 40-30% more CS than the Puck.
Ooh, that's actually quite a lot.
It is, but I mean, we've seen people.
Oh,
triple
Puck getting
CS.
both water runes.
Nice.
Deny?
Ah!
Okay, good enough. Get
Well done,
outplayed, boy.
You say that, but Bob has also got 5 more CS so far and 3 denies. So I don't know if he'd say outplayed. There you go, denies right in front of him. And until you get, if you look at the 2 denies just right there, until you get some levels on your spells as Puck, you can't do anything to these denies. Your spells don't do enough damage, and your right clicks don't do enough damage. So you're just gonna have to take it.
Just punch him. I mean, you did steal his water rune, so maybe you can try to get the advantage that way. Not too bad, I guess, because
No.
Bob is currently half HP.
Yeah, but he's also, but his half HP is like 700 health. So it's half HP doesn't mean that he's actually low.
That's true. You still feel the pressure when you
Yes,
see
you do.
your HP bar dropping lower and lower. But overall, let's focus on the top lane. That's the one that we haven't discussed just yet. As bottom, there are some pokes, so we wanted to see that. Rusman in some trouble. The blood grenade does
Should be
connect.
okay.
Charge forward. Metamorphosis is being used. He did have so many wand charges, and because that Rusman will be fine. But they did make an attempt on his life. However, look at the Seeker. He is farming with pretty much no contest.
Yeah, Varesh is just, you can't approach Varesh, right? If you're Pango, you get close, he'll use the Rocket Barrage, and Hoodwink just doesn't have the durability to match him. So, nice job by Varesh helping DB.
Same is farming quite well himself though, so it's not that big of a deal. Pango is very, very tanky. Actually went with a lucky shot, no swashbuckle. Doesn't even want to be running away from the Seeker. Wants to stand his ground and fight. A true duelist.
Oh, by the way, in a game like this, Pango's kind of nice against Spirit Breaker because you're not going to be getting those bashes off.
Is Bob dead? He looks kinda dead. Nah, he's gonna have the avalanche fairly soon. Should be able to survive. Turns around, avalanche being used. Bushwhack as well. There's the silence from the puck, but he really isn't doing that much to Bob. DPR from Juju, very, very tanky. We talked about the tankiness of the Radiant side, but this Spirit Breaker is quite strong as well. Rusman also TPing out. No kills as of yet. Both of the teams very conservative.
More like, well, yeah, everyone's being very careful. No one wants to give away first blood on a $10,000 match just yet. Still, we talk about the being conservative. Rusman's still suffering though. He's 10 CS behind 4-3. He's not happy with this.
Look at the eyes of the Terrorblade.
And remind you that Rusman plays as a carry. That means he's not going to be like trying to make too much space later on. He wants to scale late game.
Yep, their supports are going to be having to do that for them, as Tsukimoto is going to be eating the homing missile, probably the Blood Raid as well, running forward with the Bat Rider being here. They might be able to kill DB. We didn't see a first blood just yet, but now it is coming home as DB actually didn't have the one charge, is trying to run away. He does have the movement speed necessary. Se coming forward, won't be able to get him down. Blood Raid gonna be used, gonna be doing a ton of damage. Seimei goes to the side. DB is gonna be a race car right now, and he sees them clearly because they're all bleeding.
Well done with the Bushwhack to catch him, and it was nice flame breaking to Bushwhack. But at the end, DB just walks out full magic wand, keeping him alive. As
leaves 4-3 alone. Maybe they can kill him. He does have a healing Lotus. It felt with his movements like he was baiting them instantly. Juju and Rusman, they run away.
You see that? He has got second point of reflection. Not very common for a Terrorblade to do. If you're farming, right? You usually go for it. Oh!
We got it. And DB is next on the menu. Look at how many creeps. He needs to kill them to heal, and he can't do it. He still has one charge. It's very speedy. Blood Grenade will take him out. Se finishing him off there with the sticky napalm. 3 of them plus the Blood Grenade. We all know how much damage that can do. As Tiny with a haste is thinking, what am I to do? He wanted to come top and fight, but his teammates already did the job.
Hoila 2 could make something happen though if he tries to get a kill near the Wisdom Rune timing. Oh! Okay, that's a hoodwink. And that's about it.
Yep.
Let's see who's coming
charge.
in. And I don't think they're going to be even contesting for Wisdom Ruins. Sport 2 is going bottom instead.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, well, I don't think you try at this point. This is going to be a 1-for-1. By the looks of it, how things are standing right now, nobody is moving for the enemy's rune.
No. And 4-3, he's got a Bracer, Power Treads, Healing Lotus. He's just not the easiest kill to get at all. And now it's a 1,000 gold already for the Radiant. Although, the Gaben, he's kind of a fan of Outcast. He's like, yeah, I'll give them the percentage victory.
Okay, no way. Why so, right? We kind of both agreed that we liked the side of Team Tough. What is it that makes this lineup, let's say, Dota Plus worthy?
Maybe the Puck and the Spirit Breaker are really good in pubs. Like, you wouldn't believe the way I won my last game with Spirit Breaker. I was charging a tiny...
Farming creeps?
Sorry, what?
Farming creeps in the jungle, charging the camps?
Alright, that was a part of it. I was charging a tiny from like across the map, and he teleported to his base, and then he tried to backstab my team, but I was still charging him. So before he jumps in, we hexed him and he died. And he didn't have buyback, and we won the game like that. So, Spirit Breaker, tell me about it. But that's how Spirit Breaker is. You're very strong in those uncoiled games. Tsukimoto.
Didn't want to break the coil. Maybe he should have done it this way. He was that 100% Pota 2. Very nice kill. Rolling Thunder gonna be used. They want Varish dead. We'll be able to get him. Arcane Rune on Bob. You get close to a tiny with an Arcane Rune this early on, you are gonna be in trouble. But in the end, it is a 1-for-1 with, of course, Outcast finally 8 minutes in, getting themselves on the board.
That's good for Outcast. The problem is, Bob gets a kill. And Bob wants that fast blink dagger. When he has it, probably
he's going in. Dude, Bob hurts.
Just the tree toss on the cow does so much. Alright, they smoke up.
Very fast.
Uzma,
That is a dead cow.
if they can catch him in time, he's got the charge. He's definitely dead.
Was very close though. If he used his wand there, and I think he could have, maybe he gets himself away.
We call that move tanking the gank, you know?
Okay.
That's what he did. Juju was like, we appreciate your sacrifice. Ruzma's very happy.
Okay. Now we see a smoke kind of mimicking what they were doing on Tough. Outcast are doing it, but they got scanned, so the Pango knows exactly what's coming his way. He's not gonna be anywhere close to the creep wave to get caught.
No. Oh, Seimei. Look at that. He even uses the swashbuckle just to get the kill. He wants to get it from the creep. He wants to get it from far away.
But
He does not want to
bottom?
like auto attack it.
It does open up the move on the bottom lane. They did go for Uzman, get him down, and Terrorblade. Yeah, there's the Thunder onto his illusion. This tower is his with the Metamorphosis being used. 3 creeps still alive. This tower will inevitably fall, Automo. Very nicely done. Nice dodge on the bushwhack, though, from Poto, too. Doesn't get the deny on the tower, however. They see him clearly.
Poto.
Avalanche gonna be used. They have the toss. This is very dangerous for the puck. Tossed onto 4-3. Goes with the silence. Has the orb. Trying to get himself away. Will dodge
they
a couple of
couldn't get
hits.
him?
But look at how aggressive Bob is. He doesn't really have any more of his spells, so the puck will survive on 60 HP. As it's gonna be a toss onto Juju. Ruzman will try to protect him without any success. 4-3. A little bit too much damage early on from him.
Man, you know what's the problem? I don't expect DB to be fighting that much early on to help them out as a Bloodseeker. He's going for Radiance on the hero. That is... You know, we talked about it. You're like, how can they win? I was saying Maelstrom to BKB. Radiance, so expensive. So expensive.
It is good versus the Terrorblade, but I don't see it being good versus the other heroes.
Overall, it's a good item, like you're saying. It's a very good item to have. But yeah, I don't like. Doesn't do anything against Pango. Batrider, Hoodwink don't care. Tiny a little bit later on when he auto attacks, but it's so expensive. It's so much of investment into I cannot fight right now.
Radiant are scanning.
It's a 3k goalie. Team Tough looking really strong right now. The Bloodseeker, despite everything, despite him going for a pretty expensive item, he's still farming pretty well. So we can assume that he's going to have it at a decent timing. The question is, if this trend continues of Team Tough getting kills, getting towers, and, well, Outcast not really getting much. 1 kill in 12 minutes is kind of bad. It's going to be a problem.
Yeah, the biggest difference is the supports, right? The supports on one side are level 6 and they have items on them. So they're very poor. Juju's still 5. Although I think he's close to the 6. He is... No, he's not. He's 5 1/4. Okay, it's gonna take some time.
Charging in here, trying to defend this tower, baiting. No, he's baiting for the puck. Look at the puck coming from the side, but the Terrorblade is coming from a different side. So the Twin Gates, he wants this tier 1. Puck has used his orb. Nice silence to get himself away. The toss will still do some damage. He still has the raindrops from the lane. So just goes to show how well Poto 2 has been dodging all of the tiny spells.
What do you think about a Bloodseeker who buys arcane boots? Oh, meanwhile, mid
nice
game.
silence and a coil. The thing is, he just saves Varish's life. I don't think the Batrider is going to be dying. Actually, with the charge coming in, they might be able to get him. Juju is very slow and Poto 2 going down. Now, even if you lose this Batrider, it's not really that big of a deal. He still has the lasso. Will be using it onto Juju. And the Terrorblade comes over with the damage to protect his buddy. Rupture on the Tiny does absolutely nothing. You don't have the damage. The toss is there. Windrun is just gonna be waited out with the toss. And now Varish will be next on the main. That's the 4th target that will fall if they can get him. They might be willing to let him live because this fight is a great success for Team Tough.
Oh yes, it is. And oh boy, are these fights gonna get harder? Because what you're looking at on the Dire is magic damage. They did okay damage in that fight. Comparable to the Radiant. So what's Pangu going to do? He's going to get pipe. I think he actually has the pipe completed on the way right now. I love that. I love that by Seimei. I think that's a brilliant item.
What do you do now? I mean, how do you kill them, Otomo? Even the Seeker going for Radiance, that's still going to be magic damage.
Exactly. How do you melt through this? I mean, if you can... Oh, Juju's still level 5, by the way. Yep, the Avalanche comes out.
He got level 6. He's fine. He's fine. Don't talk bad about my boy. He's level 6. He's got his ulti.
Hey, man, that's my boy. That's my hero. That's my cow. No.
How many
no
games do you
bigger.
have on the cow? I think you should have more than me, but you never know.
I told you it's like 1,400 or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
You're that crazy? There is
Oh.
okay. So there is a now that you're playing on the European servers, there is a guy named Delfinos Cocoso. He has more than you 100%. As there will be a call down being used, only connecting on to Se. They will try to go for the tiny. There's the focus fire protected a little bit by all the shields. Bob is somehow still alive. They finally got him. Varish will be taken out. Pango coming forward, tries to
good
go
fight.
with a shield crash. It's not gonna connect. If it did, it would have been a completely different fight. But now they smell blood, especially the Seeker. He's looking towards Tsukimoto. He's gonna get silenced up, and the arrow through his heart just goes to show that well, seems like bow and arrow are superior.
They are our superior. 4-3, he wasn't in this fight. Usually he is showing up, but this time he wasn't around, so he doesn't do anything for the team. Even though they were able to get the pipe off, and the damage is greatly reduced, now they just were able to take this one. Nice move by Outcast.
Yep. Now you have a
Also,
Maelstrom on the Wind Ranger, and there's gonna be a Radiance on the Seeker soon. So things starting to look up for Outcast.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, these are damage items that are useful, but you still have to deal with a lot of anti-magic defenses from the other side. So Mech is going to be also finished on Tsukimoto. That's going to make another big difference.
And Tsukimoto just again is gonna be putting this up for debate: crossbow versus bow and arrow, because this time around he's the one who shot down the Wind Ranger.
Bow and arrow. Bow and arrow. Right, I checked,
Okay,
by the way, it's 1,440 matches with Spirit Breaker.
Okay. I don't have a single hero that I have that many games with, and I thought I had a lot. But hero spammers, my boys.
Yep. I love when they're like, Spirit Breaker and Bounty Hunter will compromise of 31% of all your games. I'm like, holy crap. I had to play other heroes.
I don't think anybody looked at that stat apart from you, and now you shared it with the world as Bob is going to be finding the puck, revealing his Blink Dagger, and this puck is in a lot of trouble. He needs to silence the Bat Rider. Actually, Lasso wasn't up, so they both break the coil. Poto 2 should be able to escape with another Waiting Rift. He creates enough space between himself and the enemies.
Well done. DB, is that his Radiance on the way? Yes, it is. All right. Witchblade, Radiance, Maelstrom. Suddenly you have damage on the other side. Aghanim Shard picked up on Varesh. This is as online kind of gets. You know, like something has to happen positively for the Dire soon to justify all these items.
Tower. They need a tower, man. The one on the bottom lane needs to fall. It's the easiest tower to get if you do not get together and force it down. I don't know how you make plays on the map. You don't have a single tier 1, whilst the enemies have every single one. That is a huge difference.
Yep. Although Hoodwink, that's going to be the mech. So some of that damage at least is going to be mitigated, but not all. You know, you got a lot of bonuses. Tsukimoto, he's right next to the war. They see him, but they decided it's not really worth their time. Can't say
It
I
should
love
be worth their time. That is a level 9 Hoodwink. You killed the Hoodwink, you might be able to force down the tower with everybody being alive.
Yeah.
On Team Tough, you are not pushing down towers. And it seems that they're going to be using these items just to farm. I mean, nothing against that. Maelstrom, Radiance, they are kind of farming items. The problem is the TB is getting too big. He is getting too big. Once he gets the MKB, he's going to stand his ground and rip everybody apart. That's just how the fights are going to go.
It's not like he doesn't have any items right now, you know, like Dragonlance, Manta. Those are both very nice, useful items to have already. So, oh dear. It is a bit early for the MKB. I would have liked him to, go for a Skadi or something else, but it's like, it's fine. This is good. Oh, they found someone. Hi, DB.
Yep. That's
DB.
gonna be them showing DB that your Radiance doesn't really do much for your tankiness when most of the damage is magical on the other side.
That's a problem. It's like stuff like that. If they happen after you spend so much time getting the Radiance, can't feel good for the Bloodseeker. DB's gotta smoke and do something.
It is kind of frustrating, and this is it. You're allowing Team Tough to make all of the moves. They're tripling gearing kills. They've got 7k net worth more. The tier 2 is already dead. There is nobody that can defend this, especially with the Seeker being down. And it's turning more and more into disaster here in game 1.
I'm trying to... the good thing is, quite honestly, you have some of the best split pushers in the game on the Dire side, right? Like Spirit Breaker tends to charge in, Shadow Blade out, Gyrocopter's not bad as well, Wind Ranger as well as Puck are infamous. So there is that benefit, but Harry, I don't think that's enough.
I don't think it's enough either. I think the smoke has to work. And it is a bummer when 19 minutes into the game you have to say that. But the Puck has his Blink Dagger, so it's now or never. It's the best possible situation for you. You've got all of your items. It's not going to be getting much better, even though it's not great either. Tsukimoto is charged up, and his teammates will come over fairly soon. There's the Nether Strike, the first one, and they found the Puck with the lasso. He's definitely going to be taken down, protected by the pipe. Seimei will get ruptured instantly, just stops it. Sharpshooter off the mark. Set is coming forward without the lasso. He cannot really get any more grasp, but still, it's a disaster. Guess who can?
Oh, hey, Bob, he's hungry for more. Porta 2, he was put in a very tough spot where he has to decide, do I really throw my spells on a Hoodwink next to the tower? Is that worth it? And he was like kind of hesitating by the time they caught and killed him. It's very unfortunate.
It's not an easy spot to be in.
No. Anytime you're a core and you're like, do I really need to use my Thunder God's Wrath and the Crystal Maiden? That doesn't feel good.
Okay, that's dude. Thunder God's Wrath feels good always because it feels good to take the kill away from your teammates.
I know, but I mean, like if you're doing that, secure a kill, it's not the best feeling. I think that's how he must have felt just now.
Okay, I get what you mean. They are going to be focusing on the Tormentor. There's going to be something that allows them to break the lead a bit. Solid shards on supports. Ooh, Sharpshooter, he's dead. Roosman loses his life, and he actually gets a shard. Cool. Okay, so the Gyro already bought his.
Yeah. Oh man, he got shot by the Hoodwink Sharpshooter and dies. Oh, that was super good. That was super good.
Imagine the comms are stop, and they're not stopping. Your teammates are still hitting the Tormentor.
They're like, we only know go on in this stream. To be fair, even if they stopped, he would have died to the burn damage. So, not really anyone's fault. Just a really good shot from Tsukimoto. Crossbow takes another one. That's what, 2 crossbow victories so far?
Yep. Sorry, Otomo, but your manly... Your manly weapon is not performing so well.
Hey, man. It's not the weapon that matters. It is the person who's holding it. How else?
I'd say that the Wind Ranger is like the best shot I've ever seen, so I don't know, dude. Olympics ended, but if she was part of it, no chance that anybody beats her.
She'd show up, one hand, well, you know, I was gonna say one hand in the pocket like certain a gentleman that we know, but no, she'd just be like, here it comes.
Okay,
Tsukimoto.
finally they got Tsukimoto.
2-2, Usman got it.
To be honest, that was close, because if he gets the mech off, it's a completely different fight. With Pango running forward, Terrorblade, he has the Aegis. They are going to be finding Roosman. He gets demolished because the MKB is there. Look at what the Terrorblade is doing. He needs to run away now. Don't fight, my friend, because you're going to lose. And he already lost his life. Juju will be next on the menu. 7 seconds until the charge. At least the Pango gets taken out. Poto 2 will take him out. Spirit Breaker TPing away. Is that going to be allowed? Terrorblade does a solid amount of damage. Not enough to finish off the Spirit Breaker.
Okay, overall, honestly, I was gonna say the Dire comes out on top. 2-for-2 trade like that, but the problem is you lose DB. You lose your carry, and it doesn't seem like it matters. Like they're like, oh yeah, even if we are able to get a support and an offlane, we're still happy. That's how far behind they are on the Dire. Up, there you go. Nice bunch of creeps just for him.
So that's going to be the third tier 2 dead, actually. So you have no outer towers. The enemy's got Aegis. Terrorblade is 6,000 gold ahead of any other, not hero, but pretty much every other hero on the map. Yours, definitely. It's 23 minutes in. 6,000 gold is a full item. A full big item at that. Even more.
It is. It is. Oh, and Suki. I mean, and look at the support. Tsukimoto's got Greaves and Batrider. I think he's got Force Staff on the way or something like that. Yeah, probably a Force Staff is on the way along with the Blink. So you are just. I'm just. BKB. All right, BKB on Bloodseeker will make a difference. I don't know how much, but it's gonna make a big difference for sure.
Okay. Yeah, sure. He is. He's not gonna be dying from the magical damage. It's just gonna be the Terrorblade that kills him.
One must always look at the positives, because there ain't much You know, there's only 2 positives right now for the dire side. One of them is DB's net worth, and it ain't even that great.
Oh, nice dodge on the puck. That's a positive dodge. Gonna be using the coil just to
Nice
escape. But this is a
oh.
problem because the tiny cuts
Oh.
from the side. The sharpshooter, the toss, the dead puck will be on the ground. 46 seconds on the silence. Terrorblade deeping to the bottom lane. They just have towers everywhere. And 4-3 doesn't care. Nice DP out. Nicely done by Outcast. At least they are gonna be wasting some time of their enemies, considering that the puck is dead. That's gonna be quite nice.
Yeah, here's another positive. Spirit Breaker. Once he finishes Shadow Blade, this is going to be a very big deal in terms of split pushing. You can charge into any creep wave. You show up there. You are able... I don't know if you're going to be able to clean it out, but it'll help a lot.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Puck has been doing his job, creep cutting quite solidly in this game. When you have another hero that's able to do it, it will put some pressure on Team Tough. I just think that Team Tough are not the type of team that are gonna panic when this happens.
I think the same. I think they'll figure it out. Plus, reminder, you still have 5... Sorry, you have all your outer towers standing. I thought for some reason the bottom was gone. So, how much pressure are we really going to be putting?
And look at how Metamorphosis is being used. Pota 2, run! You can't be there. The bushback will connect. There's the sharpshooter to finish him off. Tiny, he's a little bit too deep, but he... Oh, there's the Thunder. 4-3 having the ace, doesn't care. BKB from DUP, 4-3 solo, and he does not care. He's just so strong. Without the Thunder, he's standing his ground. DB, you cannot get close with the swashbuckle. Goodbye, he's dead. That attack will chase him until the ends of the earth. 3 cores dead, only your supports alive. The Raxes will fall, and that's probably gonna be game 1 in this grand final.
Well, I mean, it seems like they're kind of holding on. Maybe they think Spirit Breaker is going to be able to kill some of these creeps or something, but poor DB, you can see that last hit from the Terrorblade flying towards him. He's like, I can't do anything. Oh, I guess he was hoping he'd dodge it.
Perish is dead as well. Just before the puck comes back to life. He does have a buyback.
Does he want to use it? Bob, he's so bored. Oh, poor Bob. Victory is too easy for him.
Yep. Nobody even comes close. Yesterday they did lose 1 game, so yes. I don't think getting into the finals was that easy for him.
Well, so far it's been a cakewalk this opening match, as they already got 2 sides. Now they want to go for Mega. Resh reminder has buyback, but we'll see if he wants to use it or not.
Juju going for split pushing. The problem is that, look at Bob. He's always hungry for blood. Charge in. Gonna be using the Shadow Blade. Escapes. No flame break. There will be a Wind Ranger Gale Force. Puck coming forward. Terrorblade loses the Aegis. Regen got cancelled by the puck, but he was pretty much full anyways.
Well, I guess you keep your base alive for now. Bloodseeker. That's gonna be... Wait, has he used this BKB before? I don't think so. No, yep, he has.
He did use his BKB, came to the Terrorblade, started hitting him, understood that he's doing 0 damage to him, tried to run away, died. That was the...
Alright,
the 9-second BKB.
Maybe he's gonna go for the shards. Shards would be pretty nice. DB?
Okay, let's see now. This is gonna be the last hurrah smoke. DB already loses half of his HP. Gonna be using the rupture onto the Lotus Orb. They're trying to kill the Terrorblade. Might be able to do it. Thunder is ready. He's standing his ground. Let's go. Nobody can beat this guy. Where's the Thunder? Gonna be using his own illusion, which is full because he does have that facet. Silence from the puck does connect onto multiple heroes. At that point, it's already too late. 4-3 gets an ultra kill. Who stole his rampage? Who was it? Of course, it was Bob.
Oh, yeah. Toys for Bob, man. Team Tough, they get a big victory. Very clean. Like, we entered into from the draft, we're like, man, this is not... I'm not seeing it. Maybe it can happen. The big difference between the 2 teams was durability. Team Tough, they have it. The Team Outcast, they did not.
Yep. You also know what we have. We still have the promo code 1XRLG SCA, guys. This is going to be the last time that you can use it in the regional Dota 2 series because this is the Southeast Asia number 4, our last Southeast Asia tournament. So double your first deposit and do it now because very soon we are going to be moving to Latin America. Otomo, that was game 1 Outcast. After this kind of a beatdown, can they mount up the strength to get the victory?
Yes, they can. You know, this is something you walk away from and be like, man, it's almost like a glitch. It's like, I guess we just kind of got a default loss. Let's play the next 2 games or something like that. Because, whoa, you can't think about that one too much. You just have to go in, draft differently, draft something a bit more normal. It's not abnormal, but draft a normal offlaner and go and rely on DB to carry you.
Okay, so Otomo obviously has a different script than me today. But okay, so we don't know how it's gonna go because Otomo already expects the next 2 games to happen. If it goes like the first one, Team Tough will easily be the champions of the Regional Dota 2 Series SCA number 4 as well. But of course, we will take a break and then we will find out if Outcast can force out the decider.
OneXBet and Eva Alfie present betting on all esports events on the website and in the OneXBet app. OneXBet. Play with Eva. The new OneXBet energy drink. So you don't have to limit yourself tonight with only one victory. You can bet on any game at OneXBet betting company. Dota 2, KS2, League of Legends, and many others. Big wins, fast payouts, reliable bookmaker. The new breakthrough and innovative phone with OneXBet app. With OneXBet app, you can register and start betting in just one click. Intuitive interface and thousands of sports events every day. User-friendly app. Big wins, fast payouts.
skills in the gaming. 1xBet.
Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect from 1xBet. Respect.
Hello, son.
Hi, Mom.
Pretty girl.
This is Eva.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much. Your dad's just making his favorite dinner. It's duck. Come on inside. They're all probably too gruesome to tell you while you're eating at the table. How's your food? Is everything okay? Good, good. You seem to know each other.
Yeah. This is the new ambassador for 1xBet.
Oh, I see.
Everyone felt good when Eva Elfie became the new ambassador of 1xBet.
And we are back with Game 2 of the Grand Finals here at the Regional Dota 2 Series Southeast Asia number 4. I'm Harry, joining me is Otomo, and we're going to be taking you through Game 2 of Outcast versus Team Tough. Hopefully Game 3 as well, but Otomo, if it goes as the first one, we are not getting into the decider.
It would be a bit of a lackluster ending, to be fair with you guys, if we had that quick 2-0. But for Team Tough, that's really what they want. You know, if you are supporting this team, you don't want them to struggle. You want them to come in, crush everyone, and then just go to the land, which they're already making it to.
Crash landing?
Crash landing the enemy's chances of winning. That's how we do it, baby.
Okay.
Right.
So, what do you expect? What kind of an approach from Outcast? Is there a certain hero that you think should be first picked? Do you think they've got something in their arsenal which is generally good versus what Team Tough want to play?
I guess you don't really want to rely too much on that Wind Ranger off, you know. Give Rusman a more standard off laner. Tell him, listen, dude, this is what I need you to play. The Pango, the Darkseer, and then just draft DB with something that he's comfortable with. That's it. Because this game, the previous one, Bloodseeker Radiance, offlane Wind Ranger Maelstrom, it takes time. You can't really play that slow. Team Tough is crushing them in the laning phase. You gotta get something fight ready early on.
Okay, that actually does make a lot of sense, but I kind of think Outcast always drafts like this, and in my mind, they're just not the team to play versus Tough. I think Tough are a really bad matchup for them overall as well.
I think that is a fair assessment, but you also can't... You have to find some way to win eventually, some other way to crack them, because you can't just say, well, bad matchup, better team, whatever, and then you just lose every time. They're going to be meeting them in Relog. They're going to be meeting them in other tournaments, in a lot of these open qualifiers. So you've got to find... And okay, let's say you beat them eventually. There's another team that's going to be a kryptonite. It's a constant learning process. In Outcast, I think that with adjustments, they can beat them. Like, it's not impossible.
So listen to this. Outcast did win a game versus Team Tough in the groups. They played Jakiro, Spirit Breaker, Venge, Storm, and the Morphling. So the meta has slightly changed since then, and they've changed their approach to picking. Do you think maybe they should revert back to something that they used previously?
Well, they banned the Jakiro themselves, so they're definitely not going with that idea anymore. But what did we see? Jakiro, Spirit Breaker, what else did you say? Vengeful Spirit, right? Like, these are very fast fight at you heroes. So Outcast, they can do it. They just need to go with something like that again.
Okay. We're gonna be cheering for them because we do want to see a full 3-game grand finals. On the other hand, it doesn't really matter all that much. Sure, first place gets $25,000, second place gets $15,000. It's a huge difference, right?
Oh yes, it is.
But And Team Tough, if it was some other team that were in their position going to the LAN either way, I think, yeah, they probably aren't going to be trying as hard because they've already secured going to a $200,000 LAN. But then you have Team Tough, who are going to be all chatting all the time. Bob is going to be making a lot of enemies on the other side, probably has poked a little bit in pubs as well. You cannot allow yourself not to win, even though it's not too much on the line.
Right. I mean, as we mentioned, $10,000. It is something, though. Can you imagine? You've worked hard to get here. The 10,000 is make it or break it in this next couple of hours. So you spent weeks to get to this point. It is a lot of money to make or lose like that.
Yeah, but you have to share it with your teammates, right? I'd be like, yo, if we win, guys.
5 seconds.
The way Harry talks, and he rolls his eyes as well. It's like if I told you, hey Harry, you're gonna go to TI, you're gonna make some money. He'd be like, but do I have to share it with my wife? I'm like, yeah, kinda.
My money.
Of course, yeah. Should have been born a dragon, There you go, dragon signs right there.
Yeah. Genius. Yeah, should have been born a dragon. That issue would have been quite cool. I wouldn't want to be a twin-headed one, but Dragonite works.
Yeah, he's definitely a hoarder, my money kind of guy. All right, Team Tough. I've seen this on Bob, and I think I actually played it on 423 has played it, and so has Seimei. So this is very much. It's a versatile hero on a versatile team, so it really can't go anywhere.
Yep, very true. Though I haven't seen an offlane Dragonite in a long time. I'm thinking it's either 423 or Bob, so gonna be the two of them. Outcast, how do you Ultimo is playing with the Matrix. Put on sunglasses, Ultimo. Put on sunglasses.
No.
That's how you're gonna be the anti-Matrix guy, as there will be a Spirit Breaker being picked up by Outcast. Last game didn't do too much for them. Is it gonna be different in this game, Ultimo? You're the expert.
I think so. In the previous game, he's in a tough spot. I can't leave the Wind Ranger, and I can't rotate to anyone either. Like, who was he going to kill? The Tiny? That wasn't happening. The Pango? That wasn't happening either. And in the lane, he doesn't do anything. Spirit Breaker thrives when your lanes are stronger than the enemy lanes, so you can get kills. Otherwise, he's very weak early on, as is.
Okay.
I was going to say, you just got to create kill opportunities for the bull to come in.
Why do you pick him so much if he's bad?
Because my enemies are even worse. That's why.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, in the right hands, the deadliest of weapons, right? They ban out the Batrider. I like that. When you have a Spirit Break, you really don't want to be playing versus the Flame Break, no matter how fast you are. Very easy to cancel the charge. It's very annoying to play versus him.
I think they're gonna go Darkseer. I imagine that's what they're thinking of right now. You put the Darkseer and the Spirit Breaker together, that's fine. Or like an Underlord for global presence. What does Outcast want? Oh, Darkseer did get very, very heavily nerfed in the current patch, but
not that much. They're gonna be going with the same thing. I see disapproval in your eyes, Ultimo.
Maybe it's a carry Wind Ranger. That would be better. They could, to be honest, they could still take the Darkseer. Maybe they want to make sure that Team Tough doesn't get a chance to get Oracle. So they're taking the Wind Ranger. They're gonna flex it. It's gonna be a carry. It's gonna be a carry.
Don't pick a Darkseer, please. There's an enchantress. It might not be an Oracle.
Damn. Right? Team Tough is like, we still have dispels if we want them. Okay.
Usually when you pick two heroes that suck versus Dispellers, and you're thinking, oh, I picked these two so they don't get Dispellers, so that I'm gonna get the Darkseer. I don't think it works that way. Very rarely.
Isn't Windrun dispellable as well? There you go.
Well, that's what I said. You have two heroes that don't want to play versus Dispellers.
Oh, are you gonna add more to it? Oh,
yeah, add more, right? He cannot enchant all of us. Makes sense.
I remember they asked an American politician. They were like, if you're in a plane and there's a man in a gun, what do you do? And one of them says, let's charge him. He can't shoot us all. So this is very much the same thinking, right? Just go all in. He can't dispel us all. Okay.
No, dude, you watched the movie. We all know what the presidential plane. Yeah, was it that? I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's a president of a certain country. Terrorists are on the plane, and he is like kung fuing all of them. Right? They have big guns, but he's gonna be winning. That's how it goes.
I think that was Harrison Ford in Air Force One.
Yeah. You're right.
Never saw that movie, by the way.
What?
Never got the chance.
Okay, you're gonna have to watch it. There will be a Crystal Maiden though on the side of Outcast.
Good hero. Do you want to pair it up with an alchemist? We said alchemist is probably the best, but you could also put it up with like a Pudge. I've said Pudge a lot. Budka. They go for the storm. Okay.
You are getting pucked. You are getting pucked here. You got nothing versus the hero. Dude, it's like Outcast want to make it easy for Bob. Bob is looking at this lineup right now and he's laughing.
There is some positives though. Team Tough is not as durable as the previous game with the Enchantress and the Hoodwink. Although a lot of Enchantresses are getting the healings faster, they're kind of not easy to bring down as is. And this puck is just very hard to bring down. And Outcast, they're as fragile as the previous game. You know,
Yep.
Glass Maiden, Wind Ranger, and Storms. Oh,
10 seconds remaining.
Okay. I mean, Otomo, you taught me to always look at the positives.
oh yeah, there's
Come on.
many.
Do it. Here's one positive for Outcast. They can always fight. They get one kill. They can easily get multiple, right? Their chase down
Fair.
is amazing. But that first kill, I still think it's gonna be a slight problem. So how do you manage that?
Nothing that you want to pick an offlaner who can start fights, and I want to say Darkseer, but the amount of like dispels they have is too good. So what else would you like? Pango. They might get Pango. You know, as long as you didn't coiled, Pango is pretty damn good for Outcast.
I wouldn't hate the Pango. Not gonna lie. I still don't know. If you get you can't kill the puck, man. I think you have to get a hero, be it a carry or an offlaner, that's gonna help you kill the puck. You make sure that the puck dies in this game multiple times, and you're fine. Because puck is generally very squishy if you can catch him.
And Outcast, they do have a last pick, so they could pick up something very brilliant, and we'll be like, wow, that's good. My feeling is if it's gonna be a carry, it's gonna be an alchemist. It's gonna be, but I hope they pick an offlaner, Pango, I'd say. But I'm not saying any offlaner where it's like that super good and will win you the game outright.
Let's see what they played recently. They banned out the Centaur, so yeah, Team Tough definitely need an offlaner. I'm just not seeing an offlane DK being played.
Same.
So what did Outcast play yesterday in the offlane? Once they played the Wind Ranger, and the other time they played the Visage.
Oh yeah,
Got banned out.
Venge wouldn't be so bad for Outcasts. You know, the swaps are pretty good. If you... Oh, there's Pango. Okay. If it's not Alchemist carry, I think you might want something like Avenge, which is not ideal, but it's something. I don't...
You could go offlane Primal Beast. That would, for me, be a salvaging moment for Outcasts.
I agree.
It's not great versus the Enchantress. Your laning phase isn't going to be easy, but it can work out. I still think that though they're going to be playing an offlane Wind Ranger. I haven't seen a single DB Wind Ranger this tournament.
There you
actually,
go.
It is going to be a DB Wind Ranger.
No, I told you, man. This game, when they picked it second, I was like, "This is." I don't feel like this is going to be an offlane Wind Ranger. And they give Rusman the Timber Saw. This solves some problems for sure. The lack of durability, not solved, but much alleviated. Damage is there. So like there's quite a bit that this Timber Saw gives you, but it doesn't give you catch. It does not give you catch.
I am not convinced. Not gonna lie. This is gonna be the first Wind Ranger this tournament that they play as a carry. I know the DB is a Wind Ranger player. He has done so in the past, but I'm looking at the Pango. Very hard to bring down with the Focus Fire. Same is true for the Dragonite. The supports can die, which is great. but I'm thinking this is a 2-0 Otamo. I don't know, man. I favor Team Tough again. It's Bob, the best player, the one that kind of, I don't want to say carries the team, but if Bob is having a bad game, Team Tough is having a bad game. If Bob is having a good game, Team Tough is definitely having a good game. And you have a perfect puck game here to do with what you like. I am 100% on the dire side for this one.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I could say that Bob elevates the team, right? It's
Yeah,
like
let's say it like that.
Yeah, you know, when he's doing good, everyone looks a lot better than usual, and that's for sure. Plus, I imagine he's also a very good hype guy for the team. You know, where it's like, yo, yeah, go for the plays, you can do it, and then teams do it, they feel good. I like to
No, Bob. I think he is the hype guy, but this is how I would imagine Bob. You let that noob kill you. You let that guy kill you? How dare you, right? I think that's how Bob motivates his teammates.
All right, where's this line from? Where's this line? You should know it. You let that little girl disarm you.
Yeah, I know. That's first season of Game of Thrones. See,
There
bam,
we go.
easy. When Arya took the sword from Joffrey. Dude, don't harder questions, please. Harder questions as we get into the game to find out one of the. Maybe not that hard questions because we both agree that we're going with the dire side, but who's going to be winning this one, guys? If you have an idea, you scan the QR code, you get the 1xBet app, you put money on it, you get rich, and then of course everything is going to be nice. Bob versus Poda too. A lot of question marks. Varish seems to believe in his buddy.
Oh yeah, he's real talkative about it. No, yeah, it is going to be the overprotective wisp on Enchantress, which will go a long way to making sure that she doesn't die. Fire Dragon is picked up. I was wondering if it's going to be fire or frost. I know it's scary, so it's fire, but frost against Timbersaw is sometimes seen. But of course, he's going to stick to fire. You know, way better facet.
Did you ever see a Frost Dragon? I mean,
Yes.
I've heard people say they have, but I really haven't ever. That's going to be a first blood. DB's not going anywhere. They have the dragon. No, he didn't take the Dragon Tail. DB's alive.
Okay. He's forced to take Winter at level 1, but I think that's an okay thing to do if you are able to live. Yeah, and he's just going to go back and heal up. So it doesn't really lose anything. However, Ruin Control suddenly a bit easier. Nope, it's going to be 2 for 2. Okay.
Yep.
Why are the
I don't know,
favoring
man.
Outcasts? I just...
4-3 is probably saw Varish. Okay, because they knew they were going to be getting the first blood anyways. Varish goes for a TP out of blood grenade. Not enough. He's fine. Oh, goes to the lane very low, but he's still going to be okay, right?
Yeah, if he uses a couple more tangos, he'll be fine. But it's a big investment, right? Remember, this is that TP scroll being used and 3 tangos for basically nothing for the enemy sign being used. As you have to
2
stay
TPs
down.
actually, right? Because even the Wind Ranger used hers.
True. Yeah, Wind Ranger had to use that, go that way. I think though that what's the Enchantress TP stopped. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, pretty much okay. Bushwhack used, tries to get the range creep. Nicely done by Tsukimoto. What about this lane, right? I can see a lot of potential for both sides. One to kill the Crystal Maiden, the other to kill the Hoodwink.
I think I see the same, but it's relatively easier to catch the Wind Ranger, so I'm favoring the Dire on this one. Just because of that, right? It's like, even though they're both equally squishy with equally good lockdown against single targets, blah, 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 but Hoodwink is just, you know, she's in the trees. She's harder to catch. And Tsukimoto also gets a courier for the team.
So, what about the mid lane? I usually see the Storm as a better matchup versus the Puck, at least when it comes to the laning phase. Of course, later on, we all know that it isn't really Storm favored. But can Poda 2 win versus Bob?
I actually favor the Puck in this one. You know, it's like, yeah, Static Slide has helped the matchup in favor of the Storm, but it's still Puck favored for me.
I mean, he's losing.
Well, what do you want? Well, I mean, Bob is just not putting in 100% in this one, is he?
Okay, that's we're gonna go with that. Bob poking in on Poda 2. He's actually going for the play. Zones him out to secure the range creep deny. Nicely done. Beautiful.
Look at that.
That's just is that not looking like 100% to you? I mean, I don't know what you want him to do, Ultimo.
Man, you swing real fast, don't you? You know, 1 second he's like, it doesn't look like he's winning, and I'm like, well, I think he's better. Well, now he's doing super good.
Oh,
Oh,
this
come on.
this is bad for Pota too, though, right?
Yep, both
'Cause-
water ruins.
The puck. This is what a hero does sometimes.
And there's really not much you can do about it. He walks one way, throws his orb in the other, and he's gonna get both every time. As Pota 2 out of mana. This is when Bob can start making his move.
Does have a lot of CS advantage in Pota too, so for now it's gonna be kind of fine. What about the top lane, right? Dragonite, usually you would think the Timbersaw does well. I've seen corrosive Dragonites in the mid lane win versus the Timbersaw. I don't know how it goes here.
I imagine Rusman should have a very easy time overall. Honestly, I was thinking Juju should leave. Juju, I think he's gonna leave this life actually.
Yeah, he will leave. He will listen to Yotomo. Next Whirling Death would kill 423, but he will be able to make his way out. One of the Whirling Deaths does expire, giving a lot of his HP back. Now the second one will expire as well.
I don't think that if you are the Spirit Breaker, you need to be top. It's like, yo, dude, you should be fine. Enchantress and Dragonite should not kill a Timbersaw.
Yep, but you know, with the tomato being taken, I think it would be a problem for Uzman actually.
It'd be annoying, but he's pulling the creeps. He's gonna be okay. Being here, you're sapping EXP. You're also giving them a target to hit, which means it's justifying being here as well. No. You need to leave. And Juju, you know, get wisdom, bounties, get ruins, get something.
Okay, we'll see if he does listen to you. He's getting the bounty, so that's quite nice. Sammy on the bottom lane is being annoyed. Frostbite will connect. Blood Grenade as well. 12 wand charges. Sammy should live for the time being. He's baiting him as much as possible. Next power shot could kill him, even through the raindrop.
Okay, and again, Spirit Breaker. Juju kind of staying top here. He's got 1 CS and he's level 2. I think, is he the lowest level here in the game? He is, by quite a lot, actually.
Yep. But he is still staying in the top lane. He's not going to be rotating to the mid lane. I mean, ganking the puck is just so hard. I think that is also a problem. As Bob being very, very annoying to put it to.
But that's when you coordinate with your mids, right? You're like, yo, force him to use an orb or something. Then we charge and then we can get a kill. So, I don't know. I'm
still
really
hard.
not like... That's still hard. Like, fine. I just really dislike seeing Juju stay top when you have a Timbersaw on the lane anyway.
Oh, Pota 2 is being gone on puck. Going for the kill. He gets the silence and your storm could actually go down. Bob, he needs 2 more hits. No, actually, Bob is dead. It's not going to be lasting long enough. He is being charged up. They see him clearly from the base. Verish wants to get the Frostbite. There it is. The Fairy Fire was used. He needs to dodge the charge storm.
It's fine. It's so slow.
I think he's okay.
It. He's gonna be fine.
Slow cow, fat cow needs to shed some weight.
It does need, and it takes level 2 in the greater bash rather than charge. I feel like nowadays I'm seeing more. Well, at least I'm doing it because you just feel so slow with that first charge, especially those first couple of seconds.
Yep. He's gonna be getting boots, so it's gonna be better for Juju fairly soon. First power rune, what about that one? Storm did come back to the lane, full HP, full mana. Puck is pretty close as well. Charging onto Se. He does have the overprotected wisps. Power shot completely off the mark. The little monkey courier, however, will die with 2 sentries on him. Se still fine with that, not too big of a deal.
Yeah, you get a decent amount of money out of it for sure. So, and Ruzma also gets a courier kill. That's actually 80 gold per player. That's not bad. It's 400 gold for the team. But, I say that, it's a 2,000 gold advantage for Team Tough. So they're winning the lanes again. DB. Is that the one you want to go with? No, Varesh is kind of an easy target.
They're going for Verish. He is taking a lot of damage. Tsukimoto in some trouble as well. Juju coming forward. Beautiful shackle shot with the power shot. They'll get the kill. Finally getting themselves on the board. Se next on the menu while Verish loses his life. And Pango would like to assist Se. Yeah, look at how many wisps there are.
Every time they do that, you see the chat, you're like, yeah, you're not killing her. I'm sorry. Tsukimoto just loses his life. Oh no! Oh, that's so painful.
It's okay. Crystal Maiden level 6 is not that important. Okay?
What about level 4? How about level 4 Crystal Maiden? Is that important?
Yeah, that's okay. It's okay, right? If he hits level 5 till minute 10, it's gonna be fine.
Juju is less than 3.5.
Okay, for Juju, it's bad. I didn't say anything, but that's why you have the herd mentality. So you're gonna be getting the 50% more experience.
Oh god, this is so not good. This is so not good. But yeah, the herd mentality, actually, when you mentioned, that does help a lot. On the other side, Sa is about 5 and Tsukimo is 4.5. So they're actually, in general,
And Varish is dead.
Varish is gone.
Look at the shield crash, double jump damage. Tsukimoto is dropping low TP in from the Storm. Tsukimoto will probably lose his life. Storm loses half his mana, however, and Tsukimoto going through the trees, juking. Seimei threatening with the Rolling Thunder. A bushwhack. No way. No way he's getting out of this one alive. Slows him down. Tsukimoto throws out the tip. Seimei, Rolling Thunder gonna be used. Now actually going for the Storm. Here comes the charge. We all know that the charge is stronger, but Seimei will easily get himself away. One charge is being used, as well as having the raindrops. It's not gonna be a problem for him. Say in the meantime, he's in the vicinity, but look at Bob. He doesn't care. He's just farming.
My god, poor Porto 2, man. Tries to rotate to get something going for his team and he doesn't. Time wasted. Lowest net worth on the Storm. Bob has had a fantastic time. Net worth wise, you think, oh, Bob's just doing fine, but he shut down the Storm. So, Rusman, on the other hand, that might be the person you want to play with. Oh, DB. No, not DB. No!
That's gonna be the carry gone. Bob, he was pressuring the mid lane up until this point, and then he just TP'd, got the kill. With that, all 3 of the cores on the side of, on the dire side are gonna be at the top. Team Tough are, and I'm actually afraid for all of the other teams on the land. These guys are not to be underestimated.
What? He stuns him mid-charge. Well done. Might lose his life. Oh, here comes the heal. Look at that. Nice heals.
Not even close. Varys just takes so much damage in a second. Rusman might be in some trouble as well. He's going to be trying to get himself away. The Storm jumps in. Going to be looking towards 4-2-3. They want the Dragonite. The stun does connect. Blood Grenade being used by Juju. And finally, they do bring down 4-2-3. 5,000 network. That's going to be a lot of gold into their pocket. Sad dropping low as well. Has some 1 charges. Won't be able to get them off as the cooldown was still there. 2 big kills. Finally, something working out for Outcast.
Only because Bob himself couldn't show up there, right? Like, they were able to die for a long time, but they knew that Bob wasn't around. Pango couldn't make it up in time. And they almost killed Juju. So it is a good win for Outcast, but that could have easily gone the other way.
Very easily. I think those are the other way around. For sure.
Yeah, there's no way.
If they're not, guys, 1xRLG SEA. Go and use the promo code. Double your first investment if you haven't already. Because in 2 days, we are moving. Actually, 3 days. We're moving to Latin America, but this is your last chance to use this promo code, as there's going to be no more Southeast Asian Regional Dota 2 series in 2024.
Well, who knows? We
Mid
might
lane
have
tower
our...
drops. This is big.
Yes, this opens up the map a little bit more for the Dire squad. I was about to say, well, maybe we have our relog start in, like, you know, December this year, so we might have another one.
I mean, there was nothing was announced just yet. If there are some, man, I would love it, because this year has been so amazing with Regional Dota 2 series. We had so many great tournaments, so many great teams, just representing the regions. There are various tier 2 tournaments, but very rarely do we see Southeast Asia and Latin America not here. Here we're worldwide, right? That's we're not just looking at Europe is the strongest region. No, we want to see all of the people. We want to see international Dota.
And I like what you're saying about this year, because in an interview from Kidaro, he was like the support for Daniel. He's like, we're the golden age of Dota 2 right now. So many tournaments are happening, and yeah, a lot of it's thanks to the tier 2 scene, like Relog.
I mean, this is the, for me, definitely the best tournaments of the year. This is the 10th one. We're going to have 2 more, and then the LAN. The LAN is going to be amazing. I can't wait to meet all of the players that make it there. I can't wait to see which teams are going to be directly invited. Silence on the Spirit Breaker. He is going to be fine, so not going to be mooing anytime soon, but it is a 4K gold lead Optimal. That is quite a lot. Seimei charged the Twisted Chakram actually does do a decent amount of damage. He went for a mech once the Blink Dagger, but it does look like he might lose his life.
Oh!
Smart.
There you go.
Puck is TPing in, so they're gonna go forward.
Juju in the luckiest spot possible to survive.
Four heroes are here. Actually, they're going through the twin gates. They understand that maybe some rotations were made towards the bottom lane, and they understood it perfectly. So this does leave 4-3 in a bit of a pickle if he continues to farm. Poda 2 is going to spot him. Goes into 4-3, who has an armlet. Not an easy kill. That's especially because he has the spark of courage. Yeah, you're not killing this guy.
Very unfortunate. And they're all just too far to get to him to actually, apply that extra damage that they need. And
Okay, please, 4-3. Come on. Come on, really? He still hasn't used the armlet. There it is.
I think he's dying.
Need to go through 800 damage. Easy. Seh, focus fire. He's going to be pushed back by the Hurricane. Beautifully done by Seh there, controlling the creep. However, he's going to be caught, taking a lot of damage, trying to get away from the chakram. Still alive. So many wisps, and Bob goes in. DB already dead. There's going to be a sharpshooter onto Verishan to the high ground. Usman goes, trying to escape. He's going to have a timber chain in just a second. But look at Seh. He wants to get the kill. Going to be taking that Wild Wing Ripper. Pretty speedy creep at that, as Rusman finds a little bit of spot between the trees. The thing that he hates the most has saved his life.
That's how life is. The things you don't want are the things that are often best for you. That's what I told my mom when she caught me smoking. But Bob, that was looking good, right? They were able to bring down 4-3. You're thinking, oh, this is it could be nice for them. But unfortunately, they dive way past the tier 1, right next to the tier 2, and Puck catches them and melts them one by one. Oh, Rusman, there he is.
He just escaped. Will be escaping again. But guess what? The Wisdom Rune cannot escape. You're not going to be having a single one. 14 minutes and they've stolen everything. Come on. Come on, Team Tough. Just give them something.
They have 30% more experience on the Dire side. Once when they pick up the second, we'll see. That's a lot. That is a lot. That's bigger than the net worth advantage, which is pretty sizable.
Yeah, for sure. But and look at the Dragonite. Again, 4-3 is just not contested by anybody. He's gonna have level 12, even more farming for him. The second dragon form is not something to take lightly. Maybe they can kill him? No, he knows. Look at how much he knows that they're there.
He's got 1800 health without the armlet even turned on. The guy is very tanky. Yeah, 2k now.
Yeah, I think he was on agility threads.
Yes,
when you were looking at it.
I was like, damn. And even then, I thought this guy is very tanky. Okay. Alright, if you're the Radiant side, you can play around Rusman and hope to get pickoffs. That's still a possibility, but it has to happen very soon. What are we looking at? Poet2 wants the Orchid. This is a very good item. I just don't know if you'll be able to get in time for it to actually give you the kills you need. Sorry.
Well, they will be going through the twin gates towards the top lane.
Okay.
Up.
These
charged up.
Charged. Oh, they got him. I think that's it.
Did they? Silence tries to get away. Gets taken out. Nice 3-man coil, but will lose his life. Sharpshooter from afar, as there will be a focus fire. Nice 2 kills. Beautiful 2 kills for Outcast to get him back into the game. Juju's still alive. Same tried to go for him. He will be dying to Verish. Letting it go. Freezing field. Getting him the kill. Continues to howl. 3 big kills. Give Outcast a chance to come back into this game.
Massive. I'm surprised Bob got caught just like that, But he loses his life and more. The win percentage is almost in favor of the Dire, despite their massive advantage.
Yep, and Storm going for an Orchid, right? And if you look at the Puck, okay, he's already changing his mind. He understands what's up. SNY on the Dragonite as well, so you are not really going to be caring about all of those lockdowns, because now I have the status resistance, quite a lot of it.
Bob? Is he? No, he doesn't even have the ultimate. He used it in the previous fight to escape, but still died. Bob is a Grandmaster on this Puck. Doesn't Grandmaster Puck mean that you automatically are like, you dodge 1 hit every time they throw? Isn't that how it works?
Yeah, exactly how it works. Imagine now somebody who's new to Dota is going to be playing Puck for every hour of every day for the next 1.5 years, and then he sees that it doesn't work that way, then reports us.
Well, by that time he won't even remember where he heard it. He'll be like, "Who said that?" I don't know. I just
how is he not gonna remember? We're so beautiful. Like, is it some other casters? No, like, is it gonna be Bowie or Rob? I mean, come on.
That's because those guys only speak facts. We speak in fiction.
I mean, we are casting a game that is actually fiction, so it makes sense.
That's also very true. As Varesh is walking around, him and Rusman would love to find someone. A bit of defensive wards coming up from the Dire. They do have one near the Radiant Triangle, but apart from that, they're trying to ensure nobody catches them, or trying to ensure they can find anyone jungling on their side.
7 to 7 kills. The what does the Dragonite want next? It's gonna be a BKB, understandable. So what's the next play for Team Tough? They really haven't had a good move, a good fight for a long time, but they've taken 2 tier 2s, and I guess that counts for something. So the map is open for them to do whatever they want.
I imagine you might start thinking about Roshan at some point. Oh, they found Juju. He doesn't have charge.
We found who? Gonna be going for Tsukimoto. Has the bulldoze, gets stunned up through it, and Storm coming in without any mana. He has the Arcane, has the silence, but this is so dangerous for him. What the hell are you doing? He gets eaten by 4-3 in a second. That's how you do it. You bait the enemies into the worst move ever.
I love that line by 4-3. I never said I knew what I was doing. As yeah, Poetu. What? Big jump gets punished very heavily though.
Yeah, I think the Arcane Rune gave him some misplaced confidence.
He finished the Orchid though. Maybe he just wanted to use it. Unfortunately, Bob, who would be the best target for the Orchid, already has a Yule's finished up.
Yep. Beautifully done by Bob, recognizing what he needs to do. I think after that death on top, is thinking, okay, I'm not getting a blink in the Yules in time. I need to make a detour. And now this Storm, he has 7,000 net worth. Even though you have an Orchid, it is a killing item.
Juju. He doesn't want to use... I think Bob did not want to use his ultimate until Juju's bulldoze wore off. That didn't happen, so a kill that came through his fingers.
Yep, and you don't want to Yules aggressively in this situation. So Timbersaw, he has the pipe. So you have something to keep you and your teammates alive. Is it enough? You know, we talked about the squishiness of the Radiant lineup. Is this enough to keep them alive in fights?
No, but goes a long way to evening the game out, right?
Okay.
Like if they jump on one guy, you throw a pipe, it's not gonna do too much. But these very close skirmishes, the puck's damage is a lot less. Hoodwink wants to go for Maelstrom. That's gonna be nullified as well. Oh, he went for Atos first. Okay, but he's still going for Maelstrom next. Lane.
Yeah, of course. There's the coil. Storm breaks it. He's gonna get silenced up, stunned by the Dragonite, and well, that's gonna be a sharpshooter from afar. Instantly gonna get tipped. Rusman, he does have his pipe. Let's see how much that helps you versus a BK beat up Dragonite. Rusman is gonna be trying to escape. Another Timber Chain to the low ground gets him to a safe position. On the other side, Bushwhack, and another hit from Tsukimoto finishes off Varish. So it's gonna be 2 kills, 2 very easy kills for Team Tough. They did use a 9-second BKB charge, which is at least something good for Outcast.
Agreed. You get, like I said, you get something, but you lost a lot. However, in the next fight, DB is gonna have the BKB of 9 seconds.
Okay.
You know, every time something happens on the rain side, I'm like, this could be something. So this could be something that changes the game.
They pinged out the Wind Ranger. They know where she is. You know, this is also going to be something that changes the game, that you die just before you finish off your BKB. TP out, TP out, and they don't have anything to stop it. Nicely done. He's fine.
Yeah, or he noticed that the roll was being used, and oh my lord, are you telling me that Bob just took the 3rd Wisdom Rune from the Radiant side?
I'm not telling you. It's just written on the screen.
Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's so
Imagine
bad.
21 minutes and you don't get a single Wisdom Rune. Oh, maybe they win this fight, okay? Right?
Yeah.
Dota 2 is very aggressively positioned. They're going for the Hoodwink. Has a great healing Lotus, though, so heals up quite nicely. Jumps to the side, not going to be happening. Sharpshooter not going to be keeping him alive. There's the Freezing Field, instantly stunned. 4-3, not allowing that to happen. Rusman has been disarmed. Doesn't really carry a Timbersaw. Timber Chain away. Coil onto Dota 2. He breaks it, gets silenced up. They might want to get on top of him, but only Bob can. Yules to be used, nothing to stun him up, and he should be able to escape. Jump in, not enough to get on top of him. Bob, of course, he's gonna be relentless, but let's not kid ourselves. Dota 2 is out.
No, 1-for-1 trade. I think you're pretty happy with the Radiant side, because you do take away the Hoodwink, and all you lose is Varesh. who is, you know, he's basically, if someone has to die, you always want to be Varesh.
That is just such a sad thing for the poor Crystal Maiden. But yeah, if you look at his net worth, he really should be just a sacrificial lamb at this point, right? Get into a very aggressive position, place a ward inside of a fight or a sentry and die. That's your job. What is your job? You ward and die. Oh my god, but it is what it is.
You ever get in that sort of situation in a game and you're like, all right, let me just push out lanes. If I die, it doesn't matter. If you can push out 2 or 3 lanes in a row, get them next to the enemy tower, you feel good because you've done something useful. That's kind of Varesh.
That never happened to me.
Oh, Tsukimoto, it just happened to him that he lost his life, but they get the Aegis on 4-2-3.
And he's gonna have an Orchid fairly soon. Only Cornucopia is needed. Of course, it is a fairly expensive item, but for a Fire Dragonite, he should have it in no time. And well, though I think the main problem for 423 it hasn't been killing people once he gets on top of them. Rather, it has been him getting on top of heroes. So Shadowblade or a Blink, I think I would have preferred one of those 2 items.
That is good if they're playing the pick-off strategy. With the Aegis, they might be thinking, yo guys, let's start making our way towards all those high ground pushes. In which case, Orchid kind of becomes like, oh, don't jump me. And the enemy side, they've got no dispels at all, and they're not buying any.
And they're gonna have a BKB on DB, right? He's got it. Okay, so that's something. Helps for sure.
Timbersaw wants the Shiva's Guard. And Storm wants to go for, well, he's got the Orchid and the Kai. He wants the Yules, but he's only starting towards it right now. Now, this Orchid from the Dragonite, this could be the game-winning item right now.
Yep, it really can change things. I mean, one thing that you sometimes lack with the Dragonite is damage. You get the Orchid, not going to be the case any longer, especially if you do finish off the Bloodthorn.
Look at that. They're thinking of going high ground with this.
They're not thinking, they're going.
Orchid helps more with a push than a Link Dagger would have for sure.
Look at the damage of the Dragonite with the Alpha Wolf there. The pack leader's aura really makes a difference. 30% damage more.
He hits for more than 400 damage with that on, with the Armaton, sorry. Look at that.
It's insane.
And there you
Goodbye
go.
tower. And jump in with the puck, double silence, gets out, he's just poking a bit. You have the Aegis of the Dragonite. He's going to be taking a solid amount of damage. Pota 2 goes in. He will protect the Dragonite with the Glimmer. Still baiting with him. Let's see. Dragonite still alive. Focus fire being used. How is he still living? Where is the armor toggle he attempted? Not going to be happening. But he already lost 2 of your heroes. Impetus finishes off Rusman, who doesn't have a buyback. Yule's on the Storm. Is there a silence? Of course there isn't. He doesn't have a Yule's of his own to survive. So it is going to be 2 cores dead without buyback. And very, very likely that we've got our champion here at the Southeast Asia number 4 Regional Dota 2 Series, Team Tough. They've already won 1 of the Regional Dota 2 Series. These guys, they know how winning is done.
Dude, I love what said that he just stands next to 4-3 and gives him the heal. 4-3, you're thinking, oh, he should be dead now, but it's like, no. Even at 10% health, he's able to stand there for a very long time. And now there's a long while until both Pota and the Timbersaw come back.
Is this a dead Windranger? Silence Sharpshooter as well will be able to survive, but needs the heal already. The second lane, Rax will be taken down. 15,000 gold lead for Team Tough, and they are going to be taking a full lane of Rax as well. There is a tier 2 protecting you at the top lane. You have 5 of your heroes alive, but at this moment, it's a last hurrah smoke time.
You know, watching this, you can't help but think, is Team Tough this good or is Outcast mismatched? Either way, like, if you're one of the other teams you're mentioning in the land, you'd be like, oh, this guy, this is one of the teams I'm scared about.
And you should be. These guys are not playing around and they're getting better by minute. Until late October, there's time, Otomo. There's 2 months and like 7-8 days before our land will start. Imagine how good they're gonna get. They get the silence onto the Dragonite, protected by the Glimmer Cape and the Pavis. He doesn't care. He's actually running forward. Seimei rolling forward. DB trying with the focus fire to get on top of Seimei. He's doing actually quite a lot of damage. And the Dragon Knight is being kited a bit. Has the BKB if he wants to use it. Bob, his coil has been broken. Storm doesn't really have all that much mana. Bob needs to escape. For now, only Juju has died. Freezing Field gonna be used just to protect himself. Spirit Breaker buys back. He needs to re-engage. 4-3 running forward. Only half of his HP is there, but BKB still ready. Aggressive from Tsukimoto. And now the Dragon Knight wants to do the damage. Nice charge. They finish off Seimei. Finish him off. Juju is gonna be next in the menu. Dieback will be there. They do lose 2 of their heroes. 4-3, however. Pops the BKB going forward. DB on the menu. And now the Dragon Knight pulled in, but he doesn't care. He's just so much stronger than everybody else. Bob also gets a double kill. His armor back. Much as he was, they're all buying back. They know that this is the time where they have to put the foot on the gas. Said the problem is with this Glimmer Cape, he's actually going to be able to run away. 4-3. Does he actually live through this all? Of course not. 80 seconds on the sidelines. These buybacks will at least get them the kill. Bob tries to escape. Beautiful Waning Rift onto the side. Will he die in the end? It will be the Remnant that catches him. Hard catch, hard fight. In the end, they do bring down 4 heroes, but I don't know if this is worth it, Ottomo.
It's what they need to do to stay in the game, right? If you can get this, you get a kill, you know, a tower or 2. I can understand why they commit. This is what you want to see from Outcasts. Maybe you're thinking, well, they should have won cleaner. Yes, true, but you also want to see them try to the last second, not roll over.
Yep, they didn't lose their tower. They got 4 kills. They did use 4 buybacks. Am I counting that right?
Nope, you're absolutely right. There's 4 buybacks.
Okay, but the game is still here, and the chance to win the tournament is still here. Extra 10,000 gold. Sorry
Money.
if it's the $10,000.
Monies, yeah. Dollar, or as we call them in Bluey, dollar bucks.
$1,000
It's a show I watch with my son.
Okay. Cool.
DB's got damage, by the way. He's got Nemesis Curse, Crit, and Maelstrom. He's about to get the Demon Edge as well. I think he can afford it. Yes, he can. 900 gold away from the crit. If he can just get some time, DB will do damage. But does he have enough time to get the crit finished? Oh, it's so close. It's close,
The creeps are coming into his base, but there's a smoke, right? And the Dragon Knight is already focusing on tier 2. I don't know if that's going to be happening. Buybacks are very much important, but you don't have a single one.
Ruzman wants the Shivas, man. He's 200 gold away. He also doesn't want to fight right now. Oh, it's such a bad timing.
Maybe you should have. Is that dead? Yeah, he's dead. He's not going to be finishing anything. A coil will be used onto the Storm Spirit. He has a Meteor Hammer, and, well, there is going to be something dropped on his head. That will be a Breathe Fire. 2 heroes without buyback. With that, the game is over. GG hasn't been called just yet. They don't want to tap out. They want to go to sleep. And, well, Team Top, they are going to be putting them to sleep fairly soon.
You know, though, what I was thinking about is, like, you're so close to the Shivas, you're so close to the Daedalus, and Team Tough, they give them no breathing room. They're like, no, you're not getting either of these items. Yeah, well, the Shivas finished now.
He has the Shivas. Let's go, Ruzman. Freeze them to death.
The only thing being frozen are their chances of going to the land.
That was frozen a long time ago, Automoto, but Bushwhack on the Crystal Maiden science as well. Sharpshooter, nice Waning Rift to pull them in. The Crystal Maiden, at least in the fountain, will live. 4-3 pushed inside of it without the BKB. He's dead. Diving the fountain. It's not the way that actually allows you to win earlier. So it will allow Outcast to stay in the Regional Dota 2 series a little bit longer. Puck will be able to phase shift, probably blink out as well. Survive a little bit harder. He actually used the orb forward. Okay, he's just playing with them right now. And look at what Sei's doing. He's the one doing damage. Seimei will finish off Perish, and Bob is somehow still living and breathing. His mid lane counterpart will be coming back soon. There will be Guardian Greaves that actually keep him alive. And there's the double shackle shot. DB makes sure that he get the kill. Yules, however, is going to be protecting Seimei for the time being. And now Se left all alone in this world. Mega Creeps, however, going for the throne. There will be a Meteor Hammer. You have to protect the throne. And Pona 2 turning around on him, but the Creeps are stronger than he is. Overprotected was they're not allowing the judges. Now he's turning around 3 versus 1. A position 5. Almost killed all of it with the help of Creeps, and he just does it as well. Some 3 dots are being used. Mega Creeps too strong.
Alright, it's a team wipe, and honestly, their net worth deficit is less than before. So that's kind of nice. Unfortunately, there's no buyback.
Kill siege creeps.
There's a lot of that. And then he's bashing them with the Spirit Breaker. He's like, come on, bash already.
43 is coming. Is he gonna wait for his team, or does he not care?
Wow, you can't win easy, my brother. DB's like, you can kick my ass, but you know, there has to be some difficulty there.
Yep. No, his ass is pretty kicked. And yeah, that's exactly what they intend to do. Glimmer Cape protecting the storm. He'll be fine even with the silence. Rusman comes over, but the Rolling Thunder used perfectly. Juju dropping low. He did have the bulldoze, so he's going to be fine, running himself away. Now, onto the Dragonite. You didn't want to wait for your puck. This is going to be a problem. No BKB at the moment. Meteor Hammer not going to be connected. 43 turns around with the silence. He's going to get silence as well, but here's the puck. Bob missed on the call on the storm. That might allow him to live. Now, well, that Guardian Greaves not in time.
For more.
Yep. This is very dangerous for them, but the throne is in trouble. The creeps are actually going for it. They do have the glyph. Without the glyph protecting it, is going to be much tougher. However, what a nice shackle shot from the creep to the Pango. Seimei. There's only going to be some flowers there left on his grave, and really it's not going to be an easy victory. Okay, Optimo, what are the chances of Outcast actually winning this game?
You know, it says 4 on Dota Plus. I still think it's kind of 0. Honest to God. But that was a very big blunder by Team Tough, going in without the puck. Then they start dying one by one, and now you're like, okay, you guys, you're not really that ahead in terms of fight items.
Blunder or cockiness?
No, it's cocky. I know this team. This is a very cocky squad.
Yep. They could have waited for all of them just to easily finish the game with the Mega Creeps. There's no glyph, so next fight around your base like that, at least one of your heroes, maybe even two, are going to be needing to deal with the Mega Creeps, which is a problem. But now you have a buyback on the Wind Ranger, and in 1 minute and 40 seconds, the rest of the squad that bought back for that earlier fight will be able to have their buybacks back as well.
Yeah, but we're getting some items being picked up. We have Daedalus on the Wind Ranger. We have Molineer on the Storm Spirit. Kaya Yasha on the Timber Saw.
Mjolnir.
Huh?
Mjolnir.
Yeah, Mjolnir.
You do that on purpose, and I just hope one day you're gonna stop.
It's not. The action doesn't stop as they're going for Roshan. They realize on the Dire Squad that there is something.
What about the throne? Okay, they want to fight. They want blood. Who cares about the throne? Throne is for cowards. They will get taken out. He doesn't have a buyback. Leipnir onto the two heroes. Juju gets into a sentry.
Someone needs to defend.
Will be able to run away. Yeah, the creeps are coming in. There's so many of them. Juju is the one that is going to be TPing, and maybe he can do it. Storm onto the puck. Yules removes the silence. Bodo 2 runs himself away. 4-2-3. He's being kited so much, but they have found the Storm. Finally, he will go down. Doesn't have the buyback. Neither the timer nor the gold. 4-3. There's the BKB standing around fighting. He will be losing that fight, however, while the creeps are not finished up the throne. Finally, the coil gets used. Bob was waiting for such a long time to get himself a double kill. This does leave Rusman all alone. He needs the help of Juju. The problem is that Juju is dealing with an army of creeps into the fountain, charges through them all. He's going to be showing them his teeth and his horns. And, well, the fountain will be able to deal with them for now.
Yeah, but Rusman's now playing against 3 people by himself. Can he get anything going for them?
Yeah, he's not sad, dude. Oh, actually got Bob. He's better than sad because he's not gonna die. Level 24 on this Timber Saw.
All right. And by the way, remember that fight? Sure, it started with them killing the Hoodwink, but they had to equalize and send Juju back to base. So it was 4 versus 4, and they come out kind of pretty good on the Radiant side. Look at that.
Yep. Every single fight going their way. It is gonna be wasting time for the glyph to come back up in a minute and a half. It's gonna be up once again, and you haven't even taken the Roche, which now you're probably gonna be able to do, right?
How often do you see Battlefield and Spirit Breaker?
Never. I mean, this game, but beforehand, never.
How often do you think, wow, what a good item? As Seimei, he's even stealing the Wisdom Ruin. And Varesh, he's doing the C-End. C-End means I fight all the way. There you go. SB by Battle Fury.
Okay, so everybody's having fun. I like that. I'm having fun as well, Ottomo, here being in here casting with you. These two amazing teams, one of which we're gonna be meeting at the LAN 4 to 3 hour, getting the Aegis, and I think he's had enough.
He's definitely had enough. Of all the team, he hasn't been as talkative. However, they've gone high ground before. They're actually, all of the buybacks are time available for Radiant, but financially, we'll see. DB might be able to farm his in time.
Well, you have the talkers and then you have the walkers, right? So somebody has to be winning the game for his team. 4 to 3, he has taken it upon himself.
He has. All right, buybacks available on DB. Juju, who's he going for? I think they got him.
Tsukimoto is dead. 70 seconds on the sidelines. The call will be nice. Dragon Knight trying to do damage to everybody. Juju with his Battle Fury not really going to be protecting him. 4 to 3 is dying. He does have the Aegis though. We'll be fine. Poto2 doesn't have any more mana. Bob being annoying, jumping in, jumping out, and they're going to be bringing down the storm. No buyback. 55 gold is needed. How does he get that? Well, if somebody else dies, that's going to be an assist for him. Varish protected by the Glimmer Cape. Not really all that much. 4 heroes are still alive on the side of Team Tough, whilst you only have 2.
Well, they can hold it for about 20 seconds. They should be able. Yeah, there you go. Expect Poto2 does have almost enough time. Oh, it's so close.
Nah, that's 7 seconds with the glyph. Now you need to buy another 10 and, well, Windranger gets silenced up. No BKB at the moment. DB will just lose his life. No buyback at all. But yeah, Poto2 gonna be going in and get silenced instantly after he rejoins the fight. Very soon, he will be taken out. We got very excited for a guy that lived for a half a second. And that is gonna be it. GG has been called. Congratulations have been given. It does seem more than likely that these two teams are friends, but Team Tough, well, they didn't give no friendly discount because they crushed them in both games 1 and 2.
It's still a very nice hold in the end by Outcast. I especially like that, you know, they took the fight in Roche, where they're like, yes, we have creeps coming in from every side, but we know how important this Roche is. They go for it, and they get a pick off, and then Juju goes back, and they still commit to it. Like, it's the winner mentality that you need to do. Nice adjustments. They try, but the champions are going to be Team Tough. Look at that. I like that they all have... What an interesting sort of design for the shirt, right? Just a little bit of a logo, all black. I like it.
It's a classic one. You cannot go bad with classic, but Team Tough are our champions, quite deservingly so. Very hard team to beat. They haven't lost a single series in this tournament. They have went... tied with some of the teams, Outcast being one of them in the group stage, but these guys, the main ones, and Bob at the front. He is the front man. He is the guy that makes all the fun happen. He has improved so much. Dude, this guy is going places.
Yes, he is. And I like how some of the teams are smiling, but Bob is like, no, I'm here to murder them. And he did. To be fair, this was felt like a very team effort. Everyone played really well. You know, like when 4 to 3 was pushing the tower, and Sir just stands next to him, healing him with the wisp. Like, he believes in his team to do that. So that was really nicely done. So it wasn't the Bob show, as we've seen before.
Yep, definitely not. And with that, we are going to know. It is going to be Team Tough that are going to be first. It will be Outcast second. Blind Owl Esports and Team TK are going to be getting $5,000 for their third and fourth placement. So, Ottomo, that's it for Southeast Asia. Your region is done in the Regional Dota 2 series. So, before we end the show, how do you think they're going to be faring in the LAN? Does Southeast Asia have a chance to go all the way? It is going to be Execration that go to the LAN as the second spot in the Regional Dota 2 Series Southeast Asia, and Team Tough as the first ones, the undisputed champions.
Man, you know how we are in LANs. We get nervous. You know, the food is different. The people are so much taller than the rest of us. It's not our scene. So, maybe one of the teams will get top 4. How's that sound? Is that good?
Dude, if I was one of the Southeast Asia teams, I'd be so mad that my caster does not believe in me. I see so many casters, you know, Latin America, North America, they come and say, oh, we're going to crush everybody, we're going to destroy them, blah, blah, blah. Then they get top 16, which is like a 16 team a 16 team tournament. And here with 8 teams with this kind of performance from Tough and Execration in some of the tournaments they played, you don't even want to give them a chance of getting into the finals at least?
The finals, dude. I mean, come on. Quarterfinals has finals in the name.
Okay. Guys, we're going to be ending the show right now. The Regional Dota 2 Series Latin America is returning to your screens on the 16th. It's going to be a different timing, of course. It's going to be starting at 7 p.m. CEST. Your favorite casters are going to be taking you through it as well as we have throughout the rest of the year. We are now going to be saying goodbye to Southeast Asia in 2024. Thank you for bringing us all of the excitement, and we'll see you all on the LAN.
One chance. One dream. One match. One energy. One fight. One aim. One action. One hope. 1xBet.
Fuck.
Use your skills in the gaming. 1xBet.